In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB slate for Sunday, August 16th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our MLB slate for August 16th. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetShetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.3 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on the way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you are subscribed, continue to like and comment. It's going to help the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now, in yesterday's video, another fantastic video on Saturday. If you guys paid attention, we went 3-1 on those games. Mets, Giants -1.5, and the White Sox. So smashed it out of the park yet again. We're going to try to do that again in this one, looking for a sweep. Also, if you guys signed up for the Patreon, you'd have got these great plays. Not only was the baseball, I also gave out WNBA late at night, Mystics and Lynx that cashed, both on the money line. Two of the plays that I already liked in the video, Giants and Mets, that cashed, and even NFL preseason Buffalo Bills cashed on the money line as well. So if you want to get locked and loaded on the Patreon, I already dropped the World Series future. You want access to that, and I'm going to drop another future in the MLB for playoffs. I got a team in mind that is going to sneak in here and get at a great value. So I'm going to be posting that as well very soon. So if you want access to the futures, click that link provided down below. You click that link, get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. In Tropicana Field here, we have the Tampa Bay Rays 74-48 going against the Baltimore Orioles 60-63. AL East matchup here. Pitchers: Trevor Rogers, 4.21 ERA, 7-8 record, 102 Ks, 34 walks, and 1.25 WHIP. Going against Freddie Peralta, 5.33 ERA, 5-9 record, 121 Ks, 50 walks, and a 1.50 WHIP. All right, now odds for this one here: Rays are home favorites. Comeback of the Baltimore Orioles at a +124. Total is at 8, and spread is obviously at that +1.5. So far, this series has been dominated by the Orioles. All right, they won the last 2 games in this series, 6-5 and 4-3. And this is a 4-game series, so this is an extended series between these two rivals. Trevor Rogers on the mound, on the road, not giving up much in the power department. Good strikeout rate versus lefties at 28%. Walk rate is low, but his numbers are slightly raised to righties. 276 average, 1.47 WHIP, and the xFIP is almost at 5. All right, Freddie Peralta hasn't been too great either, but he was recently traded from the New York Mets, got out the spotlight, and now he is with the Tampa Bay Rays here. They usually have good luck here with journeymen or just with pitchers, period. They can refine them, similar to what the Cardinals are doing with their guys over there. All right, somehow it could be a pitcher that's going through a real big slump. He goes to the Cardinals and he's like his old self, similar to what the Tampa Rays can put forth. Let me see. I can't go by these home and away numbers. This is from New York. He's only played 2 games with the Tampa Bay Rays. So if we go to Freddie Peralta, his last 2 games here. So he got tattooed in Colorado. That makes sense. 7 earned runs. The bounce back performance was another ballpark friendly, hitter friendly ballpark in Sacramento. 3 earned runs in that. This was slightly better, 5 Ks. He is not this bad, and I expect him to bounce back from this. All right. I think the better pitcher is Freddie Peralta anyway. I'm taking Freddie Peralta and Tampa Bay to bounce back from back-to-back losses against this team here in the AL East here. In the Orioles, I think they get the Game 3 win, and then they can move on to Game 4, and it'll either be tied or 3-1. But definitely, I think the Rays stop the bleeding. Give me the Rays on the money line -144. Next up here in Pittsburgh, we have the Pirates 60 and 65 going against the Red Sox 66 and 57. Pitching matchup here: Patrick Sandoval, 3.30 ERA, 1-1 record, 29 Ks, 13 walks, and a 1.70 WHIP. Going up against I had Paul Skeens. I don't know what happened. ESPN is telling me Paul Skeens. Let me double check. Yeah, ESPN is telling me Paul Skeens. I'm getting something different over here with Yahoo, so we're gonna have to take this with a grain of salt. So Paul Skeens pitches much better at home. We already know. Let me check this other guy here in Lake Barcher. Is he gonna just be a relief guy? Let me click on his name. And then they go to the bullpen, which they have a decent bullpen. Yeah, he's going to go a couple innings. So, but he just pitched like 3 days ago. So they're either going to have this reliever here pitch a couple innings, and then they go into their bullpen here, or it's going to be Paul Skeens. All right, I am not 100% sure. I'm getting mixed signals on 2 different sites. Let me double check with let me see CBS Sports. Sunday. Yeah, we're getting Baychar. All right, so if they are going to go the reliever route, I'm not sure yet who's going to be coming in after Baychar. But on the other side with Patrick Sandoval, he has been mediocre in his first handful of starts. Looking at his advanced numbers, he's given up a lot of power to lefties, 2.25. Strikeout rate is decent, 28 to lefties, 21 to righties. The walks are an issue, almost 11% to righties. And then, like you said, like I said, the average is really bumped up over 400 versus lefties, a 2.25 WHIP. XFIP says it's supposed to be progression, and then against righties it's supposed to be regression. So he's a mixed bag here in this particular spot. I think the Pirates are in the better spot for this game here. Let's see the last 2 between these 2 teams. It's been split, so this is going to be the third and final rubber match here. Pittsburgh has 1, Boston has 1. We're looking at 2 bullpen games pretty much. Sandoval is not going to go that far as well, and I'm going to go with the Pirates here, which are technically the underdog. So Pirates, give me them on the money line -101 with the secondary play at a over 8.5 in the total, but keep the main play Pirates. Next up here in Truist Park, we have the Atlanta Braves 73 and 50 going against the Arizona Diamondbacks 66 and 58. Pitching matchup in this one: Mike Soroka, 2.29 ERA, 8-3 record, 83 Ks, 20 walks, and a 1.10 WHIP. Going up against Bryce Elder, 4.03 ERA, 8-7 record, 108 Ks, 45 walks, and a 1.25 WHIP. Odds in this one have the Braves as home favorites, -127. Come back with the D-backs at a +108. Total is at 8.5. This one here so far has been going towards Arizona. They lead the entire series 4-2, and they have beaten Atlanta 10-3 and 2-0. So this is really a big game. Are they going to get swept? Will the Braves get swept? That's going to be a shocker there. Looking at the pitching matchup, Soroka has been pretty solid overall, really elite at home. 4.54 ERA on the road, but that's probably just from like 1 or 2 games. Like he did phenomenal against Cincinnati, 7 innings, 7 Ks. That's what you want. Another good game, Giants, 2 earned runs, 3 Ks. Even in Colorado, 2 earned runs and 5 2/3, 8 Ks. Another good outing in Texas. So it was really that one outing against Milwaukee that really blew up his ERA. So don't you take it with a grain of salt. Soroka has been fantastic this year. If we're looking at the advanced numbers, no home runs given up, as you see here, well below 1, 30% strikeout rate versus righties, 22 versus lefties. Walk rate is low, average is low, whip is low, xFIP is solidified. So love him in this spot. Bryce Elder on the other end at home, he's giving up power to righties at a 1.64 home run per 9, very low strikeout rate, almost 10% walk rate to lefties, and then it's raised against righties, 276 batting average, xFIP over 4 against lefties as well, and xFIP is at pretty much 4 against righties. So this one here, everyone's going to be piling on the Atlanta Braves to get the third matchup here against the D-backs and avoid the sweep. But I'm going to go on the side of the sweep in this game. Give me Soroka and the D-backs here. Former Soroka, former Atlanta Brave there. I think he gets a little revenge against his former team, and I'll take the D-backs. We'll do +1.5, and then secondary play will be money line on the D-backs in this one. Next up here, and last but not least, New York Mets in Citi Field, 55-69 comeback of the Nats at a 60-65 record. Pitching matchup here: Jake Irvin, 5.79 ERA, 2-6 record, 66 Ks, 28 walks, and a 1.32 WHIP. Going up against Christian Scott, 3.45 ERA, 3-3 record, 98 Ks, 33 walks, and a 1.38 WHIP. Looking at the odds in this one, Mets are solidified home favorites, -172. Comeback of the Nats at a +147 in this one here. And the Mets have dominated this series so far, 2-0, and they're going for the sweep. This team has won 8 out of their last 10 games, so definitely they're trying to finish strong. And there's plenty of games left to see some type of surprise. But they'd have to really continue this type of run. We'll see. We'll definitely see. You got Lindor playing much better. Ben just hitting home runs. AJ Ewing is solid. Lewis Robert is back, and you're waiting on Soto. So there's a lot of opportunity here with this lineup, and they can definitely do it. They're capable of doing it. This matchup here with Jake Irvin, this is the Nats team that has traded away everyone. No James Wood, and the bullpen is one of the worst in the league. As you saw today, they gave up the lead in the last 3 innings, and their bullpen arms are completely trash, and that's what happened with the comeback. All right, Lindor and Vasquez. Christian Vasquez. What's my boy name? I done forgot. Francisco. Came back as well. So looking at Jake Irvin, he has been bad on the road, 4.38 ERA, much worse at home actually. If we're looking at his splits on the road, we have a 2.08 home run per 9 versus righties, 1.38 versus lefties. Strikeout rate is decent at 25 and 25. But the power is a big issue against the red hot Mets bats. 15% walk rate versus lefties, that's horrible. The average and whip are low, and then the xFIP is above 5 against lefties. So too much power, and he's giving a walk to lefties. That this is definitely a spot that the Mets bats are salivating in. Christian Scott, their young pitcher, young arm here, has been really good, really solid so far this year. Only a 3.19 ERA at home. He has given up a 1.89 home run per 9 versus lefties, but the strikeout rate is very impressive. 29 versus righties, 27 versus lefties. Walkout rate, 16% walk rate to righties. Super low average and whip to righties as well. We do have an average of 304 against lefties and a 1.58 whip as well, so we got to watch out for that. Lefties could give him some trouble. This is a team that has, well, since they gutted it out, they have a little bit lesser quality lefties, and you're missing James Wood as well, so it's not as potent as it was at the beginning of the season. But definitely this was a little bit of a hiccup spot here with Christian Scott against some lefties. All right, now this one here is a lot of momentum on the side of the New York Mets in this one. I think there's too many negatives on the side of Washington. especially at home with the Mets, and I think they continue this win streak and get and sweep the Nationals here. So give me the Mets on the money line -172. I would even take Mets -1.5 as a secondary play if you want a better even number. If not, Mets money line as a parlay piece is a good is a play for Sunday. All right, so that's going to be a breakdown of the slate we got going down for Sunday. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We can definitely debate about that one down below in the comment section. Also, if you want to get locked and loaded for the Patreon, you're going to click that link provided down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes out 24/7. Remember, I told you I just posted the MLB futures. If you want access to that, you sign up right now. And I'm about to put up another future for the playoffs as well in MLB. So don't miss out. Click that link. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.